Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the MVSSEA 2021 Winter League of Legends Invitational. I am your caster, Brandon W., and alongside me, I have Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex N or Xlapt. I'm joined by Brendan again, and we're here to cast Kitsilano versus Cambie today.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Both of these teams not too good of a start in this league. However, that we still have plenty of time to turn that back around. Cambie currently 1-2, Kitsilano 0-3. So this is both of their fourth games. Pretty excited to see what's going to be happening. Taking a look at these bans, we start off with the Kayn and the Aatrox. Aatrox going towards X Trinity on Kitsilano because he has played that quite a lot. He's been quite successful with it in the top lane. Kayn, another popular jungler, as well as Rel being a new popular support. The fact that she's new, extremely tanky, really hard to kill. Yeah, what do we think about this so far?
Yeah, so they're opting for, it looks like, they're opting to target the players on Kitsilano, really, rather than going for the most popular, strongest picks in the meta at the moment, which is also a strategy when it comes to pick ban, because, if they are only able to play a few champions, their champion pool is very small, they're going to have less of an impact in the game. And looks like an MF ban coming out. MF was probably one of the strongest AD carries last patch, but the hits to lethality did hit her. And actually, Darius was a contested pick between both top laners here. It is swooped away by Kitsilano.
Yeah, really smart to be able to, since you had picked blue side, being able to get that first pick is really important. As long as it went through the initial ban phase, then you were free to grab it. And El Dunker is going to counter with Mordekaiser, another one of their champions that they enjoy playing. Darius, however, being that first pick that they would have liked, but it was taken by X Trinity.
And Darius very strong right now with the Stridebreaker. And because they did... Oh, looks like Mordekaiser Dark Mundo. Probably Mundo jungle here.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like as well.
And they're opting for a pretty beefy front line. I wonder if they're looking for a front to back team fight comp. Very, very interesting choices right here from Cambie. And we'll have to see what Kitsilano pick to, try to get around these two beefy frontliners.
Yeah, for sure. And Olaf is going to be picked. Olaf, as we have seen, to be a very strong jungler. One of the, I would say, probably top 3 in the current meta, as well as the fact that Snorlax does play a lot of Olaf. His Ivern was banned out. I'm not quite. I haven't seen him play Ivern yet. It's always banned whenever I'm spectating or casting these games. But Olaf, again, really strong pick right now, being able to be unstoppable. He's not going to be able to be stopped, as the name would imply. And it's looking like a Yuumi pickup possibly for Chatty and Shoal, and that is going to be it. Chatty and Pickett playing Yuumi quite a lot. If you look at the OPGGs, we're all seeing pretty standard picks, stuff that they're comfortable with, rather than going for possibly something that's more in meta right now. They find that, playing what you're more comfortable with is probably going to be better.
I mean, all I'm saying, I'm a huge voucher for Udyr jungle right here. They did pick the Olaf away. Common pick into Olaf, you would go Udyr, but the Nico gets picked most likely for the mid lane. It can be flex support as well, or top if they're looking for something spicy like a Mordekaiser mid. Very unlikely though. Nico hasn't been seen too much in competitive meta, but she does do quite a lot more damage now with the new items. And Kai'Sa ban coming out from Cambie. They don't want the Kai'Sa Yuumi. That combo is super deadly. Oh, and then they answer back with the Jhin ban. Looks like they're targeting ADs now.
Yeah, that's definitely the plan at this point. I do believe this is going to be Nico mid. We've seen Komafu play Nico in the mid lane before, probably going to be played again. So right now, we're just picking out all of the top tier ADCs. This is maybe like a repeat of last night where all 4 of the top ADCs were banned. It ended up being a Draven. What was the other?
Aphelios. Aphelios is very strong.
Yeah, no, not to say that they're not strong. I'm just saying like the main picks are being banned away. And Cho'Gath actually being the last ban. Cho'Gath has been played by BLS's old in the mid lane. So we don't know what the mid laner is going to be yet for Kitsilano. Going to be interesting to see what they're going to try to pick around with the Nico, if they want to do something more of a counter pick or just play something that's going to work better with their team.
Yep, and in terms of AD picks, the Vayne is still up, right?
Vayne is
still up. They could go Aphelios Thresh as real band away.
Actually, yeah, Xayah is another possible pick.
really smart Ezreal ban right here. If they lock in Ezreal, they have strong front to back, and the Ezreal's super slippery. Can get away from the Olaf and the Darius if need be.
For sure.
So with the final 2 picks here on Cambie, well, they're only gonna pick one here, so we'll see if they opt for AD carry and counter pick support. Yep, looks like that's gonna be the thing. And then Zaya might be picked here for Kitsilano being hovered.
Yeah, Zai is something I did bring up before. Another one of Marvel's champions, aside from the Kaisa, which is their primary one, being banned away from Cambie though. So it's like Zaya, Yumi, I still believe can be really strong. You know, having that speed up and the healing coming in allows Zaya to get in closer. She doesn't have much mobility. And it's looking like Galio might be the final pickup for this team. So they're really going to want to protect the ADC at this point. Oh, what? It might be swapping around. They're keeping us on our toes. We don't know quite what they're going to pick yet.
Orianna makes a lot of sense here, actually. Galio as well. They could send him in with the Olaf, right? So I think the theoretical plan here is they send in the Olaf and then the Galio on top. And then they fight through the Zaya, Darius, Yumi, you know.
Yeah, and Yumi Olaf together is also really strong. We've seen that before, oftentimes with kind of like a funneling comp. I'm not sure if that's going to be the plan here. You know, we do have a hyper carry ADC in Zaya, but she does have to get ahead, so I'm not sure if they're going to be funneling all towards Olaf at this point.
And looks like Maokai support coming in for Cambie. Maokai support actually very strong. Popular builds include the Imperial Mandate, which is a bunch of damage with the saplings. But Ashe also has the option to go Imperial Mandate as well, although it is nerfed. She does still utilize it very well. So I'm curious to see if she's opting to go for the Imperial Mandate build or if she's looking for maybe Kraken Slayer or another AD item.
Right, and I mean, both of these teams, honestly, are looking pretty standard front to back. We have pretty tanky front lines. We have the supportive, or the supports rather, so that they can assist their ADCs and make sure that they try to stay safe. Maokai really good on locking people down, catching people out with his ulti and his root. Yumi just here for primarily supporting the Zaya or Olaf, whoever may need it at the time.
Yeah, and honestly, I like to see the contrast of styles here. Kitsilano, instead of just standard tanks, they went for these, drain tanks and Darius and Olaf. And on the side of Cambie, they had the Mundo and the Maokai and the Mordekaiser. More of these standard, well, not Mordekaiser as much, but more of these standard tanky, champions in this fight. So we're gonna have to see if Cambie can rush those healing cut items to stop the Darius Olaf from just out healing them.
Exactly, and also, but other way around with Mordekaiser, Mundo, Maokai, even they are also really big on healing. So we're probably just gonna be seeing a whole lot of grievous wounds coming around on both sides here.
Yep. And that's pretty much all for me. Anything else you'd like to add, Brandon?
No, that's gonna be about it for me as well. We can go on into intermission now.
Welcome back. We're just hopping in the game right here. Pretty much from the rune setups, everything looks pretty standard. Any comments on that, Brendan?
No, not particularly. We are seeing some pings coming in from the side of Cambie, pinging towards this red buff area. I'm not sure if they're gonna be just. Oh, and it's looking like a pause right now with a AFK jungler. Just gonna have to go ahead and wait for this real quick. But yeah, anyways, that's what I was saying. We are seeing some of those pings in that top jungle. I'm not sure what it is that they're planning. We can't hear comms, unfortunately. But I'm assuming it's just gonna be some standard starts. It's looking like Dr. Muno will be starting over at the red buff. They might try to get a bit of offensive ward in the enemy jungle, trying to see if they can catch anyone out. Being able to back and get that sweepers is really important for junglers. Olaf, I'm not too sure about his gank potential because like he has a slow, but that's really about it.
No, I'm sure with Olaf, you're looking to just main clear, right? He used to
Yeah.
have one of the fastest clears in the game with his passive, faster attack speed with lower health. But with the new jungle changes, especially with the new items, they give a lot more omnivamp in the jungle, so his clear has been impacted quite a bit.
Oh, that's actually really, yeah. I've never even thought about that.
Yeah, so right now Olaf is still one of the strongest junglers, though. He has a really nice mid-game power spike with the Gore Drinker, able to stay alive in the team fights for a very long time. And right now, really interesting choice actually from the Nico. I'd like to point out that she is opting to go for the Corrupting Potion instead of just a regular Doran's Ring, which leads me to believe that she's looking to just poke out the Galio in this lane, right? She's spamming those abilities, trying to get him out of this lane, maybe looking for fights as well.
Right, and it's looking like rather than that offensive ward I was talking about, Dr. Mundo had opted for that defensive one, trying to see if possibly Olaf will try to go into the enemy jungle, try to clear out their camp so they can catch it out. The fact that he has a sweepers as well may potentially lead to possible ganks. Not sure exactly where, though. If we've seen, most of these games have been focused primarily around the mid and bot lanes, trying to get those carries ahead. Typically, top lane's the same as it's always been. They've just kind of been an island of their own, doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it is a little bit more exciting these days because rather than just wet noodles fighting, it's actual possible carry top laners.
Yeah. I definitely do like the new meta that's formed out of the top lane. But looking at the champion picks, this should be just a full clear for both junglers, right? And we're mainly looking at top and bottom for engaged kills or like solo kills or something like that, because the junglers don't have too much of an impact right now. They are Olaf, they are Mundo, very hard to get ganks off.
Right, so this can be more for the team fights more than anything else. And we already seen a lot of poke coming out from that mid lane. Nico bringing BOS down to a little lower than half health right now, only popping one corrupting pot so far. So far for sustain, she's doing extremely well.
Yeah, and as long as Ko Mafu can push in the lane, like consistently keep the Galio under the tower, it's going to be really hard for him to roam later on when he is level 6. So we're going to have to see if he can do that.
For sure. And the nice thing with Galio is that even if you're not catching out quite as much farm as you would prefer to have, it's still okay because Galio it's still easier to play from behind because you are going to be more for that supportive role with your ultimate in trying to support your team, making sure that they're not being dived upon, and if they are, you're there to be able to rescue them.
Of course. And with the changes, actually, he does give a magic shield now instead of just hidden stats, which is really, really nice.
Right.
And not much action going on, as we predicted earlier. Both junglers just looking to full clear, back, get their items, full clear again possibly, and then when Dragon is up, maybe they'll look to contest it.
And it's looking like the ward did actually catch out Olaf in that top jungle, and now he is going to be ganking into the mid lane. Nico currently in a 2v1 situation. I do believe she's going to be able to get out. Yeah, that is going to be the route coming out. Mundo also in here for the counter gank. But it's looking like both teams are most likely just going to back off.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw the Olaf go for the gank there. Didn't really get much. Not even a flash from a Nico. That's how it's going to look probably until level 6. Doesn't have that many options unless, these laners are caught too far ahead of their lane. No vision in the jungle. So right now, we're just going to have to play the waiting game, wait till they do get their levels, get their item spikes, and then fight for objectives later on in the game.
Right. So yeah, the most likely this is going to be a bit of a slower game with these junglers. We're not going to be seeing as much action. It's going to be more upon the lanes and when it's team fighting, which I do think we will probably see more of. And we are actually seeing Olaf gank top lane now. There is going to be the pull coming in. Eldar going to have to flash out of the way. He is going to get hit by the Q as well as a final auto. That should probably be it. I believe he had already burned shield earlier. The burn is just, or the bleed, is it not going to kill? It's looking like he actually just barely survived that. So well played on Eldunker, being able to escape a fully stacked Darius.
And Ghost traded for Flash right there. And now because, Eldunker can't help his jungler, the Olaf gets these cards for free.
Yeah, and I do think that, if we were trying to apply more pressure, Darius probably could have tried to roam, but since the Mundo is still full health, he was able to get the smite off on the big Krug, get that for himself, so not quite as successful as Olaf was going to try to go for, but he still managed to push him off.
Super proactive play from Snorlax here on the Olaf in the jungle, going for these really hard ganks, trying to burn as many sums as possible so that later he can return and get basically a free kill, right?
Yep, for sure, yeah. And, we've already seen it before. There's actually no TP in this game except for BLS's Galio, and the fact that he has TP is really important because, one, he doesn't always have to burn it because he can use his ulti as well, especially if there are team fights happening, which we're going to be seeing more of rather than just small skirmishes in the lane. But then, for instance, he could possibly split push, and then if needed, can TP as well. And he does have really nice wave clear with his Q and passive auto, being able to clear out backlines most of the time once you build some AP, which is what he is going for right now.
Right, so what we can see here is there's a lot more map pressure from Kitsilano here, because they have the Galio, because they have the TP, and a lack of TP on Cambie's side right here. So
right, looking like Dragon's actually being taken right now by Olaf and Yuumi, and Zaya is roaming up as well. So this should be the first Dragon, Mountain Drake, over to the side of Kitsilano.
And he should be able to do it on cooldown every time. Olaf would usually will win the 1v1 against the Mundo, and with the Galio support as well. In these river fights, he's always guaranteed to have at least a 2v2 or 2v.
Right. Yeah, for sure. And Olaf is now counter jungling as well on the blue buff currently, while Mundo is just opting to take the scuttle into the top lane. Rift Herald going to be popping up in 50 seconds. This could be another contentious pick over here. Darius roaming down, picking out the Dr. Mundo. We're going to be seeing the roams up from the Galio as well, but Dr. Mundo is going to be able to escape. 40 seconds now on the Rift Herald. Olaf is in the bot side. I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing a gank here, or if he's just clearing out that bot. Jungle, gonna back, and then try to reset for the Rift Herald.
Oh, well, a little bit of fighting here going on, actually. The Zaya might get caught. The Maokai does have a flank behind.
There is the flank. The flash route is going to be enough. No, she's actually able to flash heal out, as well as the fact that Yuumi was able to bounce out, auto, get the passive shield, and jump back onto Zaya. So well played, but that does mean summoner spells were spent. Zaya no longer having any, so her only escape potential at this point is her ulti to try to dodge something as crucial as like the Ashe ulti, Maokai ulti as well. So this is a bit of a tricky situation that she's in currently. However, both ADCs, Zaya just getting level 6 now, so they are having the level advantage, but I don't think she's going to want to try to engage with the lack of any spells.
And now, a little bit of fighting going on in the top lane. We can see that, actually, Darius is super ahead of Eldunker right now. He has about a 40 CS lead on him.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane, as well as the item advantage. That's the Iron Spike whip he has right now. Being able to clear out, he's able to CS a lot easier and push. He does have that AoE as well as his Q, and pulling even if he wanted to, but usually you are going to want to save that for the champions to try to get engages on.
Yeah, and now we see that both junglers hovering mid bot side here. Olaf might go for something, but doesn't look like it. He was spotted on a ward, but now that bot lane, the Zaya has no sums, the Maokai has no sums. We're gonna have to see if the junglers shift their position and focus onto the bot lane, see if they can try to pick up a couple of kills on these two champions.
Yep.
And looks like that is the case, as Mundo is hovering here, checking his bot side, but it was taken by Snorlax earlier. So he is going to path down to the Blast Plant and Blast Plant over. Oh, looks like he's going for a reset instead. Maybe there isn't an opening for them in their comms.
Yeah, it's looking like, Zaya is playing back slightly. They do have that. Actually, they don't have the vision. Never mind. I confused the words. But yeah, Zaya is still playing back. The fact that she doesn't have any sums means that she doesn't want to play quite as aggressive because it will be a lot easier for her to be caught out. Her only escape option being that ulti of hers again.
And the hawk shot actually sent out by Ash there doesn't quite get the Olaf on the top side. So they don't really know where he is, but they can guess where he is based on intuition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, by clearing out the areas that he is in, you can try to figure out where he is.
Pretty much standard play here. Nothing too crazy has happened so far. Only CS leads going across the board. They are, in the top lane, it's very heavily skewed towards Kitsilano, but in the mid bot lane, there's slight advantages to Cambie here.
Mm-hmm.
And with the pressure that the Maokai exudes, the Ashe should be able to just walk up for free and poke. So we'll see if they can, poke the Xayah out of lane, get Prio for the next dragon here, and hopefully secure the next dragon. Oh,
and there was a gank in the top lane. Currently, both of the junglers are fighting. The Unstoppable coming through. He is going to be able to pick up the kill on Darius most likely. Both of them going to have to flash, but he misses his final Q. He is going to have to try to get a little bit of extra health. He is able to survive Snorlax walking out. The first blood going over towards Darius. However, Nico is going to be catching him out. The root, the Q, the kill. Komafu picking up a revenge kill.
Yeah, and super unfortunate there. Snorlax flashes, misses the axe on, I believe it was the Mundo, just barely. And because of that mistake, the Mundo gets to walk out alive there.
Yeah, for sure. And Galio ulti was burned as well. He still does have TP though, so these are going to be resets most likely going towards the dragon. The fact that it's up in 20 seconds. So far, bot has more pressure. They do have the vision control in the bot river, as well as the fact that they are pushed in. However, we could try to see a gank. Galio not having ulti, still has TP. Olaf going towards his bot side jungle, possibly could be going straight for the dragon.
And because this dragon is coming up, it's a little, I'm a little scared for Kitsilano, right? They don't have the Galio ult, they don't have the Olaf ult, they don't have flash on Xayah. They do have ult on Xayah, which is really nice, but the flash on Maokai actually just coming up right here for Cambie.
Right,
so,
and we did see Darius starting to walk down towards the dragon. However, he is instead opting to go towards his top tower instead. I'm not sure if that was the right play. I do think it would have been a lot better if he was there. Having your entire team at the dragon, I do believe this is going to be the Ocean Drag picked up for Kitsilano though. However, now there is going to be a team fight. BLS try to escape. He is going to be able to. However, now Olaf stuck in the dragon pit. He doesn't have flash. He is going to be able to currently live. He is unstoppable. However, it is a 3v1 right there, and the Marwall as well being picked out, staying a little too long. Yuumi now going to be picked out. 3 kills over to Cambie. Really well played by them. They do not get the dragon. However, they were able to get the kill.
Yeah, and as we said earlier, Cambie had the ult advantages there, they had the summoner spells advantages there, and they did win. However, they do lose the drag. So the next dragon, if Kitsilano gets it, will be Soul Point, and it's looking to be, was it an Earth Dragon?
Yeah, it was, or no, this last one was the Ocean Dragon, and now it's going to be Cloud.
Oh, okay, sorry, my mistake.
And Extrinity actually going to be able to flash out, picking up the kill on El Dunker. He was able to flash that final Q. I'm not sure if that Q would have killed, but it's better to be safe than to be sorry.
Yeah, beautiful play right here coming from the Darius. He is able to get ahead in that lane, and now he's just dunking on El Dunker with the Stride Breaker.
Right, that Stride Breaker being really important, being able to get a little bit closer without having to be pulled by the enemy team. It's your own choice to be able to go in, and with Darius, that's what he wants.
And Olaf, Snorlax, now finishing his Gorge Drinker. He's going to be able to take a lot more fights, sustain a lot more fights. And on the other side, actually on Cambie, it looks like crazy Russian Lolly is opting to go for Shield Bow here. I really like that, but it might be a little hard to still live even with the extra lifesteal, because there'll be an Olaf on you, there'll be a Darius on you, a Galio as well. So we're gonna have to see if his team is able to help him out in these situations. Yeah,
Kit's having a really strong rundown type of team. I'm wondering if maybe it would have been better just to go with the the Kraken Slayer instead, trying to just pump out as much damage as you can, because most likely, like you had brought up, it might be hard for him to survive even with that Immortal Shield Bow. So it might be better just to go for that flat damage instead.
Yeah, and while that was happening, actually, El Dunker was killed again by the Darius.
And we do see that the Rift Herald was picked up for Snorlaxatives, and we're going to try to see if there was the Blast Plant, but it's not going to be successful. The Darius coming along with it. Snorlaxatives picking up the kill. So far, it is currently 4-4. There is only a 1k deficit, mostly, I would say, because of either plates and then CS differences.
Yeah, right. And because how strong X Trinity is right now, the Mundo can't even walk into the top side, right? It's super dangerous even to take a 2v1 into this Darius. They're gonna need to maybe 3-man, 4-man him if they're looking to kill him.
Right, and Darius is actually going with the flank right now. However, Mundo is going to be getting taunted. Snorlax is going to be able to survive. Yeah, that was just really well played by them. However, now Mordekaiser is popping up. He is going to be popping the ulti onto Snorlaxatives. I don't think there's going to be a way that he's going to be able to escape. He is just trying to dodge as much as he can, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, actually, it might be. Snorlaxative still alive, same amount of health, but the final Q proc, the fact that it was just a solo Q, meant that it was going to be extra damage on whoever it hit. So that is going to be the picked up kill. And right now in this bot lane, this could be a possible engage. We are going to be seeing the ulti. One ulti. I don't know how I feel about that Xayah ulti right there, because first off, she was already hit by the Ashe ulti. This is just going to be 2 pickups for the side of Cambie. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm not sure how I felt about that Xayah ulti. It was really unfortunate that she was hit by the Ashe ulti. The stun ran off super soon because of how close she was. However, they did see that the Maokai ulti was coming as well. I'm not sure if she ended up actually being hit by that. I'm pretty sure she did after she had landed back down.
Oh, Trinity's there.
Yeah, Trinity is here. He is popping the ghost. He's just going straight for Evil Baby. The Mordekaiser, not Mordekaiser, sorry, Maokai trying to survive, but it's not going to do anything. This is just, this is it. This is the dunks, everyone. This is the double kill currently onto X Trinity, picking up both of the bot laners with such easy kills. That is going to be the flash heal coming in from Ashe as well. But it's not going to be enough. Obviously, she died. Darius currently 5-0 right now, so he is extremely strong. X Trinity is going to be the player that you want to look out for if you are on the side of Cambie.
And we do see healing cut coming out, healing reduction coming out from El Dunker, coming out from Smaxy right here. Both of them with the Bramble Vest. And I'm looking to see if there are more options here. Oh, and
this could be a possible 2v1 right now. Darius is dashing in. He is able to get the pull. This is a just full-on tower dive onto Smaxy, and they were waiting to see if Xayah would be able to pick up the kill. She did, currently now 1-0, I do believe, or 1-2, sorry. I do believe she is going to be able to get her item now after this as well as the fact that she could possibly try to get solo gold on the tower, but we do see that the bot lane is coming as well, so she is going to have to back off. Olaf is with Yuumi. The Ashe ulti is going to be coming out, hitting in. However, now onto underneath the tower, and X Trinity, actually, there's also a team fight over at Dragon. He's going to be getting stunned. The Ignite is going to be enough. That's going to be the kill picked up. Our Olaf is going to be able to pick up a kill onto the Ashe now. Galio chasing Nico through the enemy jungle. There are team fights all over the place. Dragon is not picked up. The root is going to be coming through. However, the ulti did get picked up. El Dunker going to be getting a kill onto the enemy ADC. He is going to try to fight his way out, but since it is Olaf, he is able to just sustain his way all the way through. A beautiful axe coming through. Another beautiful axe. He's going to try to pick up his third one. That is going to be the double kill. Team fights were just all over the place. It was so confusing to try to cast that, guys.
Yeah, and it should be a dragon right here as well. For Kitsilano, this should be their dragon soul point.
Yeah, this is going to be a free dragon. Mundo is in the top side. We don't see that, however, he is going to show himself in the mid lane. So this is a guaranteed dragon. This is going to be Cloud Soul point right here in contention for the soul. Mundo is walking down. The Galio is going to be able to apply pressure, get him out of the team fight. Blue team's going to be able to pick up the dragon. Olaf possibly chasing. He does have that Yuumi. This was what I was talking about before. Having a Yuumi to be able to speed you up, keep you healed, so that even when your own healing isn't going to come through, you have someone else to rely on. And this is going to be the ulti popping off. The Galio as well. This is what we were talking about, that Galio Olaf. He's able to stay alive. Galio coming through. Shutdowns onto the Olaf. However, it's not going to be enough because there is killing all over the place. 4 members down on Cambie. Double kills picked up. The dragon was picked up for Kitsilano. It was really well played by Kitsilano, honestly.
Yeah, and they have a wave mid, and they are soon to have a wave bot, so they can get their free pickings up mid or bot lane right here in terms of the towers. start breaking open the base.
And it's looking like they're just walking out of the jungle. It looks like there is going to be backing Darius, however, continuing the split push. They do see Mordekaiser in the mid lane. He is the only person up. However, the bot lane now for Cambie is up as well. Everyone is up. They are starting to roam. Darius is probably just going to want to get out of there. He needs to watch these death timers to ensure that he's able to get out safely. But it's looking like actually he's going to want to try to go for a kill instead. He was baiting.
2v1.
Yeah, this
Definitely
is the 2v1,
possible.
but the Q, this is going to be the ulti. However, the Merc Tread's going to be able to get him out of it sooner. He tried to get the pull. It was going to be a miss. Now this is currently a 3v1 situation. He is going to be popping the Ghost. No, wait, no, I don't think it's Ghost yet. Sorry. My screen's a little fuzzy right now, so
No
it's hard
worries,
to
just
see.
walked out. But actually, really important that he popped 2 important ults. They got the Maokai ult, and they got the Ashe ult right there. So
Right, and Baron is up right now, and it's looking like Darius is actually just applying pressure, trying to see if his team is going to be able to get the Baron. So far, there is no vision. Mundo is walking up, but he is just clearing chickens. He does not know. The rest of the team is in the bot lane. This is looking like it's going to be another free objective for Kitsilano here.
yeah, and right now, Cambie just bleeding away in this game. They need to stop the bleeding. They need to, they need to rally the troops. They need to get this front-to-back team fight. And they need to somehow kill the Xayah. It's gonna be super hard. She does have a lot of escape options, but right now she doesn't have any subs. So they could look for
Olaf trying to go for it. The Yuumi ulti gonna be coming out. However, that was the fake one. So that is 2 ultis popped now for Kitsilano. Olaf just running straight in. He realizing his ulti is gonna come out soon. So that's gonna be it. This could be a possible team fight. However, again, Olaf doesn't have his ulti. Yuumi no longer has her ulti, but there is going to be the pickup onto El Dunker. Mordekaiser going to try to do what he can. He ulted the Darius, but the Darius dunking him at half health. And that was just a kill, straight up.
Yep. Super unfortunate right there. But the Enchanted Crystal Arrow is coming up soon. Maybe they could look for a pick with it. With the Ragnarok down, he is susceptible to dying. However, he does have a lot of healing, and the Yuumi is always nearby.
Right, as well as the fact that we are seeing previous wounds already start to come out. So that Olaf trying to make sure that if he is fighting someone, he's making sure that they continue to bleed while he does not. But there is a little bit of grievous wounds on the Dr. Mundo as well. But that is really about it.
Yeah, and Dragon will be up in about 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we'll have to see if Cambie can even contest that. Oh my god.
Wow, actually really well played there by Marvel, using his ulti to be able to escape not just the Nico route, but the stun from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow as well.
Yeah, well played. I don't believe the Enchanted Crystal Arrow will be up unless he does have the ability haste.
It should be up. I believe Ashe's ulti is a 1:30 cooldown, which is just about the time she had used it for when Dragon is up. So as soon as Dragon is up, or a couple seconds after, she should have it again. It's a really low cooldown, honestly, for an ultimate as big as it.
Yeah. So right now I'm looking for if Cambie can get the potential picks right before the Dragon fight, because if they let Kitsilano dictate the fights here, they will lose almost every single time. Kitsilano will have a really strong dive comp. If they initiate on their terms, they're gonna win most of the time. So I really want Cambie here to look for potential picks before the fight, get the wards up, get the vision up, so they can see if anyone's alone at the moment. And looks like they might be chasing Snorlax here.
This is a team fight. Double ultis again coming out. The Yuumi is going to be able to use her ulti, be able to root. This is going to be a double kill for Snorlax with Dragon only up in 25 seconds. That was really important. However, they're just pushing down all the towers mid and bot. With no pressure. Olaf is actually running in from the flank instead. This could be a possible ulti from the Galio, and yes, there it is going to be popping. However, it's not going to be able to hit anyone. Extrinity using Ghost now. He's chasing. He is able to get the pick onto the Ashe. It's not going to be enough, it looks like. She is going to be able to survive. The bleed procs were not at its max potential. Extrinity now trying to do what he can. He was able to get a final heal before getting ulted by El Dunker, and he is going to be picking up a kill. Wow. Barely surviving. The tower shot brought him to extremely low health, but he is going to be able to survive. He is most likely going to be able to walk out. And Mundo trying to do what he can using his ulti, using the chem tank, trying to get in on someone. However, it is going to be a miss. He's not going to be able to catch anyone there. And there should be a roam over to the Dragon. They are relatively healthy. The Ashe and the Mordekaiser are down. Olaf is not up though, so looks like they're trying to go for a cheese bush here, waiting for the Mundo to try to peek, see if something's going to happen.
Yeah, it looks like there was a little bit of a miscomm right there, right? So they wanted to go on that Olaf, but at the same time their mid lane was getting pushed. So they pulled Ashe from the bot lane into the mid lane, and they had no damage for the Olaf right there. So he was able to just 2v2 it with
Right, and Xayah is on the ulti, or on the dragon, already bringing it down to 1,000 health. So this is Cloud Soul for Kitsilano.
Yeah, and really, really good for the Olaf, for the Darius, for the Galio, for the Xayah even. And we're gonna have to see if Cambie can really do anything about that when the Olaf, just ults, runs it at them, because the Ashe will definitely not make it away from
No,
the speed.
definitely not. Yeah, well played on Kitsilano for their objective controls, being able to pick up dragons pretty much as soon as they had spawned. A 24 minute Cloud Soul picked up for Kitsilano. Baron is not up for another minute and a half, however, so within this next minute, I am expecting either people are just going to back and try to reset and fight at Baron, or there's going to be a fight beforehand. We're just going to have to wait and see. But yeah, like you had said, Alex, this Cloud Soul is going to be very important for these rush down characters.
And right now it looks like Cambie is on a reset. They're looking to try to maybe turtle in their base, try to get their items up until they're very strong, right? But not a lot of late game carries on the team of Cambie, except for the Ashe, who is really susceptible to getting run down by the team comp of Kitsilano. So we're gonna have to see how they play this out.
Yeah. And Kitsilano just very slowly chipping down everything that Cambie have. This is going to be the dash in from the Darius. He's going to be able to pull the Dr. Mundo. The Nico ulti going to be able to stun 2 of them. However, looks like he is going to be taunted, and this is going to be pick up for X Trinity, getting another kill. However, Smexy is going to be able to pick up a kill onto this Olaf as well. Now, this is going to be the tower most likely. We can have our tanks just continue to tank it while Xayah just breaks it down. And now this is going to be a team fight onto Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser going to try to use his ulti, but it's not going to be enough. Marwell going to be able to pick up a kill onto El Dunker, and Darius is just chasing it down. He is doing everything. He had to use his ulti. The Cloud Soul is picked up. This is going to be another pull, another Q. This possible taunt, the bleed is going to be enough. A double kill for X Trinity. And honestly, is this game? This might be game. Yeah, it's only Ashe that's up right now, but she's extremely weak considering the circumstances. Only level 12, 2 items. This is... Okay, well, they are losing some minions, but they should be able to at least pick up 1 tower.
Yeah, no, this should be the game if they do focus the towers down, but it doesn't look like they want to. They're a little scared of the Nico and the Ashe, which does make sense. Nico does quite a lot of damage with her ultimate. They're opting to go for bot and hip tower instead. They might have to get out because the entire team of Cambie is coming up right now.
Yeah, I think this was just like their decision making of the split seconds wasn't quite enough. Either they should have just committed completely to it, because they Cambie only recently all came up. It was just going to be the Nico and Ashe that they were going to have to deal with at first. So either they should have just taken that 4v2 under the tower, or they should have just reset now and have already been on Baron and possibly even taken it already.
Well, I do think that Kitsilano will still be able to grab this Baron pretty much for free, unless Cambie can pull something out of their magic hat, right? And it might be right here with the pick on the Darius.
Yeah, Darius is continuing to apply pressure in that mid lane right now. He should just roam with his team over to the Baron, though. But it looks like he's just going to be applying pressure. He's going to be holding into that top lane, trying to force people to walk up there with him. Otherwise, Cambie is going to be able to walk down towards the Baron, but this should just be a free pickup. I don't see any way they could steal it aside from possible Ashe arrow, but I don't think she's going to want to use it for that.
So now it should be Kitsilano on a reset, buying their items, coming back as a team with Baron buff, and they should just... Honestly, they could just run it at Cambie, and I'm not sure if there's anything Cambie could do right here with the empowered Baron, with their team comp as well.
Right. And it's looking like they are just going to be running mid. Their top side, they do have the super minions, so that's going to be pressure on their own if they don't clear those out. However, that is going to force at least one member of Cambie to have to walk up there. Otherwise, like I said, those minions are just going to clear out everything for them. But now this is going to be an impending team fight coming within any second. Yumi going to try to pick someone out with this Q slow. It did hit Nico, but it's not going to mean much. Darius just walking around on the side now. Looks like this is going to be the pickup onto the Mordekaiser. The Mordekaiser's going to have to flash. However, the slow is going to be coming out. Enchanted arrow going to be coming out from Ashe as well. The root, the slow. There's so much going on, but Trinity, it does not matter for him. He is just running all over the place. Applying pressure now. Xayah is going to be possibly run down by Dr. Mundo. However, Galio going to be able to provide Really good peel with that E, possibly knocking up Dr. Mundo, so he had to back out there.
And actually, Kitsilano taking a lot of poke here. Oh my god, the flash forward!
That is a flash forward. The Gallia ulti with the double pull. Timing wasn't quite right on that Gallia. They should have communicated that ever so slightly sooner, but it's not going to matter. This is going to be double kills all around the board. This is going to be the game. Kitsilano picking up another game up against Cambie here.
Yeah, and Kitsilano looking super strong right here. The topside duo of Snorlax and X Trinity playing super well here together and across the map.
Right. So this game will make it so that both teams are now tied 1-3 overall in the league. Like I had said, they had some really rough starts with their matchups beforehand. There still is plenty of time to be able to swap this around. Kitsilano picking up their first game. And yeah, I mean, I still could have seen this going either way with the teams that were picked. They were rather standard in terms of the general way to build and play around. Not so much the champions, but the way you play around, typical front to back.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of credit here to Snorlax on the Olaf, making a lot of proactive plays in the early game, coming mid, coming top, burning the flash, so that X-Trinity could get these solo kills onto the Mordekaiser. Actually, like, phenomenal player right there from Snorlax.
Right. And I don't know how I feel about top laners not taking TP, honestly. I do really enjoy it when we do have that extra mobility all around the map that at any point could turn into a team fight. It makes it for more exciting, but it's typically smarter too. Darius, I understand him taking the ghost. He expected himself that he was going to be trying to do his best to carry. So being able to run down his opponents is going to be really crucial there. So I understand that. However, the ignite on a Mordekaiser, not as much. Possibly just used as a form of grievous wounds. However, it'd be better. He had already picked up a item for that though.
And that's pretty much all for me today. Any other notes you'd like to add, Brandon?
No, that's going to be it for me as well. Don't forget, tomorrow is going to be Mosscroft vs. Van Tech at 8 p.m. So be sure to come on in.
All right, thank you for watching.